just goes like 1 point Timber Chain, 2 points Reactive Armor or something like that, I don't think you'd be able to bring him down just from the raw HP regen. So in that sense, I think he's pretty good against Monkey King.
Right.
Like this guy trying to harass you is this like essentially an Earth Spirit. Not a fun time to be right next to Timbersaw trying to get your Jingu stacks up.
No, I mean, even with the Boundless Strike, and they're going to find SHO. That TP is not going to complete. Double kill for Swift Ending. And LeBron helping out, but it's really just the first rotation of the game for Swift Ending. The Medallion coming out, Cole doing a lot of good damage, and they're going to start pressuring this tier 1 tower in the mid lane and hope they can find something here.
Well, top lane, they're going for the Epi play.
LeBron is already back up here. Epicenter, Grave is up on Mitch. He took too much damage. I don't think they can kill
hurt him.
He has a Hood of Defiance. They Wukong's command. This is not going to do that much damage because guess what? LeBron has literally no auto attack damage. Ace walks into the Wukong's command. LeBron gets into the trees in time, but they might cut him down. The Assassinate still hits him, but he's still fine. He's just jumping away. How is this hero balanced? How are you supposed to be able to kill him like that? There's no way.
I wonder if they thought, I don't know, maybe he thought he cut the tree in time and he was just stuck in there, but... Oh, that's so annoying. What a hero. And they don't waste a lot of resources trying to kill Timber. This was a pretty unlikely kill with the full hood. Despite the nerf.
Dyer's middle tower is under
You know,
attack.
I gotta say, I thought Elements were in a really bad position, but that last gank mid has evened up the game. It's essentially 100% even. So,
well, I guess I'd rather be in Cloud9 shoes when this is even, though, I feel like.
True.
However, the game really turns on when the Blink Dagger comes out for Sand King, and one more little bit of damage for Swift Ending. He's got his Medallion, but we haven't seen too much out of him quite yet. Like, he's got the 3 kills from laning, but in terms of like solo kill potential and stuff, he's not having the easiest time.
I feel like based on this
tower
game,
is under attack.
Elements probably won't take Monkey King again, at least if the lineup is looking like this for Cloud9. I wonder if Cloud9...
Dyer's
Well,
top
it is a
tower
first pick, so it does force you into some tankier heroes.
Rolling Boulder onto Gogi, the silence comes out, there's a Boulder Smash, but now they have to back because Cole is here, throwing up poison attack damage, which is very difficult. He also has his Dragon Lance now newly minted, so they won't be able to find anything. And you're actually absolutely right about this. In the stage of this, you're saying you would rather be Cloud9 in this situation, and that's absolutely correct, because of what we talked about earlier on. Viper is not going to carry you into the late game, and I think the way that this Monkey King is being played as well, I mean, he's finding some assists, but other than that, he's not transitioning to that core Monkey King. Not really supposed to in every game, but he's not really having the impact that he would hope for. Sniper is still farming despite dying a couple of times, but if this game goes late enough, all of a sudden the Sniper becomes a monster, and somebody that is incredibly difficult to deal with. Speaking of a monster, Ace is already really getting to that point. He's a Hood of Defiance. And I mean, Centaur is very close to his Blink Dagger as well. So it is going to become very difficult for Elements Pro Gaming to kill any of these heroes in Cloud9 in the near future.
Yeah, it's all about this Blink on Mitch. It's done here once he finishes these creeps. And one of the problems is you could see Swift Ending and LeBron being really powerful if they roam together right now. But for the most part, Cloud9 have been sticking together. They've had like Baby Knight down here, but he's way behind a tower. And maybe for Monkey King that's not too difficult, but... So, Noe is sitting here. This is such a bait. Like, look at this shit.
This is a huge bait. They were ready for it. He still does a ton of damage. The Silence comes out to magnetize. Swift Ending is pretty tanky, but now they have the Telescope there.
Oh.
And they even have Ace involved.
That was tasty, dude.
That was a great bait.
I know, it's just literally sitting, facing with the stone.
They even had a ward here, too. And they couldn't, they couldn't see him, I guess. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that was just nicely done. Oh, they spotted the monkey.
No,
down he goes.
No. Oh, man.
That's got to feel good.
Yeah, you got the Monkey King. They're probably laughing and having a good time. Yeah. Monkey King pickers. We'll show you that Monkey King is not worthy of a first pick. I was excited, man. Sometimes I really like when Monkey Kings get going, but like they're really shutting him down, which is also just as fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just as enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, if you've ever been owned by a Monkey King, it's very pleasing. And there's our other Blink, so... Mitch is still roaming around here with an Invis Rune. He's gonna find Baby Knight, 900 HP. He needs a lot of caustic. Oh, is that a random dust by Noya? Someone just randomly dusted. I think it was Noya.
Noya's dead, but I would say. He actually takes damage from the Bronze Square.
Oh, yep.
That's actually a 6 stun into roll into Boulder. There's no way that should have worked. And they actually get the kill on the tower. Meantime, with Cole running in mid, so at least there was some space created there.
All right, what a player.
All right, man. They have a slight lead, I think. Yeah.
Bottom lane. This would be a good kill. Oh, Mitch.
That was so close. That Timber Chain was perfectly timed for Maze. Man. Back and forth game. It's getting nuts.
Yeah, they are still holding a pretty decent lead in terms of the top 2 net worth. Like, you got 700 gold higher on Swift Ending than the highest Radiant hero. About 400, 500 now at this point for the Viper too. So there's definitely some potential still here for EPG. But you look at that nice block of 3 heroes coming up behind, and even the Earth Spirit's relatively farmed.
Doorbell just rang.
Ding dong.
I think Danny's asleep again. Don't you hate that feeling?
Yeah.
Middle of the cast, and all of a sudden the doorbell rings. Anyway, this is a big play. Let me just tell you. Mitch, oh, blink stomp, burrow strike. Yeah, he got it off after the stomp happened. The stun came through. He's still dead. It doesn't matter. That was a weird turn of events. The burrow strike completed despite him being stunned.
Bottom? Nope, never mind. I thought they might go.
Ace
but
is not dying anytime soon, I don't think. He's also a couple hundred gold away from his Bloodstone. All right, this is where the game gets very difficult for Elements Pro Gaming. Cloud9 are starting to come online. They have their point taggers on couple heroes. Rise is level. He's been level 6 for a long time. He's level 9 with taggers. So he can always steal Burrow Strike, which makes his game that much harder. The biggest item that is coming out though for Elements is going to be this Desolator for Swift Ending, which will help a lot. They have some serious damage, but the positioning needs to be much better in these next few games.
yeah, if they can get a half-decent pick, they can go for Roche too. Oh, he is going to find Hesta Joe. Nice and low here.
Get him. Oh, this is an easy kill. Just go for it. You are dead. See you later.
Damn, dude.
He actually just 2-shot him.
I thought it would be 3, but that was intense.
Savage.
So good old Medallion helping out there. That was 538 damage and 2 hits.
Ooh, Rise stole Boundless Strike. That's stun. It's level 4, 2-second stun duration. The range is something absurd, as you can see with the range finder, range viewer. It's actually like half your screen. It's literally half. It's a Fisher, is what it is.
Yeah.
It is a straight up Fisher without a wall, which you could say is even better than a Fisher. Because you don't have to walk around the wall, though, unless you're trying to
Radiant structures are fortified.
Still.
But still.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
has
they
fallen.
take the tower, so. Alright, they're starting to put pressure across the map.
It's a pretty safe play too, because you know the Radiant don't have a good Roche lineup. Like, you know, maybe if you're C9 doing that kind of a play, you might have to be worried about this Clink and stuff, but
Radiant's bottom
not too
tower
much
is
concern.
under attack.
Before they can head to Roche. Whereas Elements Pro Gaming, if they get a kill, they can easily just, or even a pick or anything like that, they can just head into Roche. Almost instant kill it within seconds. Rise is sending him this rune. He's scouting Mitch. He is the only Radiant hero here, whereas everyone else is not. He just wants to keep tabs. Stun, steals Burrow Strike. Rise, nice and done. Mitch won't go any further and try to find that kill. Top lane, they found the Monkey King. Easy pick off for Ace. Silver Chain Chakram able to take those trees down. That means that there's a free push into the tier 2 tower. Elements Pro Gaming, they're kind of deciding what they want to do. Half of them are mid, half of them are bottom. They don't really know where to go from here. So they're just going to try to keep the lanes pushing while this tier 2 tower falls.
He did get a fresh ward down before dying, so they can spot out the Centaurs down here. Obviously, they can see Baby Knight attacking the tower and whatnot, so at least this allows them to push bottom, just knowing how many heroes are still there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well,
They know Centaur was already on the way. They should know this was coming on Swift Ending.
Rolling boulder in. There's Magnetized. Swift Ending. Another comes up from the boulder smash. And he stays too long. He wanted that tower was so low, and it gets denied by the sniper. Now they're chasing for more. Mitch and Gogi backing up and away. Viper getting stopped. No, avoids it just narrowly. Hesta Joe was a little too short on this plane. Now still looking for the double edge. They'll find it. Rolling depth is there as well. Noya has another boulder smash ready. They have the Chakram. They're going to try to turn around with the Viper strike, but I think Cole is dead here. Gogi has the Grave ready, but he doesn't have enough mana, and he's going to get stunned before he can get it off as well. Beautiful play from Noya, and they'll find 2 kills. Elements Pro Gaming getting absolutely destroyed in that fight, staying way too long, and Cloud9 starting to feel themselves as they move into the mid-stage of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand feeling like you got to get that tower. It was so close, so not gonna harp on him for sticking around for that one. But Swift Ending gets punished pretty hard. Pretty sick TP rotations coming in like perfectly in order. Hoof stomp into the boulder kick, and then it's all good at that point. So
Ace just got this Bloodstone. He's already got 15 charge with a hood on top. It's never a good sign.
Bron's just running around getting some runes, man.
They are having some trouble right now for sure for Elements Pro Game. They still have a top 2 net worth despite, you know, Viper dying there, as well as Quinks. I don't know how they're staying ahead of some of these heroes, especially the Timbersaw, who can now start farming like crazy. I mean, I guess both the Viper and the Quinks can farm pretty well, but I'm still surprised they're ahead of Ace at this point. It's not by much anymore.
This Monkey King's not too bad at split pushing, though. At least in terms of position 4 hero. Like, getting farm and being relatively safe while split pushing. Like, showing yourself on the map is a downside for sure, because they know you're not, like, getting them in the trees or anything like that down here, but...
I mean, there's definitely worse heroes for a support position.
Especially considering the same role. I mean, you think about, like, a Spirit Breaker being a pretty similar 4 role. I think you'd rather have him split pushing. They split for another YOLO Dust.
Oh. Joe just popped that YOLO Dust. It's like, I know you're here. Nope. But this leaves them to free up the tier 2 tower down bottom. So finally, Cloud9 feeling strong enough to put pressure on the towers, and they're actually going to push into the tier 3. Whether or not they get out is the question. SJO already TPing to destroy, a couple others doing the same thing.
Oh, they want to stop this Roche.
They want to try to stop this Roche. They're kind of moving the Wukong.
Oh, he got it!
Get the Aegis, the stash comes out. Beautifully done from Hes to Joe. Oh, he gets it done. Now they get the bounce off. LeBron will surely fall for this. The Wukong's command, not going to save him this time. Mitch getting caught, but there's the Burrow Strike. The case further, Ace is another Timber Chain in 1 second. Noya, Boulder Snatch, they can't find anybody. Cole chakrammed up. Can they get in there and find this kill? Assassinate's going to come through. How much will they die for this? Ace is behind the tier 2 tower. Cole is going to get it to the tier 3, but the Aegis Snatch is there from Cloud9. They don't get the Roshan kill, but it's still stop that Aegis from going Elements Pro Game's way.
All right, they are just loving these dusts, man. They just chuck these things.
Throw them out randomly.
Trying to find that Clinks. Hoping that he's scouting under one of the supports or something like that.
Hey, man,
but
sometimes it works.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. They have a gem, too, so you don't feel quite as bad about chucking them out like that when the gem's not around.
When did they pick this up?
Right when he did this dust here. Okay. The first, like, YOLO dust over on that part of the map.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they were holding it up while they were pushing that tier 3 and stuff, so.
All right, well, Trent, the inevitable question now is, you know, Cloud9 are starting to get farmed on Baby Knight. They're starting to get a lot of stuff going. But, I mean, where do you go from here for EPG? I mean, they have a Midas on Cole, I will say that much.
Yeah, and
is the late game as bad of a situation as I think it is, or no?
I don't think it's terribly awful. It's hard to judge just how well this Monkey King might be able to stack up in terms of fights, just because he will be impactful if he can get on top of the Sniper, I think, even with just the Echo Saber. He's only going to have the Manta on Baby Knight. He had a Shadow Blade queued up earlier, but ended up going just for the Ashe into the Manta instead. And now he's eyeing up that Butterfly, but certainly I would be favoring Cloud9, but at least they got the Roche, right? That sent the gold heading back into their direction. Swift Ending's farming pretty fast. He has this BKB, so if a big stun comes out from Mitch, they could just kill like 3 heroes in a single strafe or something.
But that's the issue, though. Mitch hasn't had those big Burrow Strikes, those big Epi Stuns yet this game. I'm not
he's literally contributed nothing. He's 0-3 and 0.
Well, I didn't want to say that way, but I mean...
But, I mean, in terms of actual kill potential and things like that, unfortunately, as the Sand King, he hasn't gotten anything done, which is really bad. They have a Monkey, which is, like, he's been kind of trying to fill that role, and they only have 6 kills, so the numbers are going to look bad on everybody.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure.
They just, like, C9 are always grouping in the right ways that he can't find a way to be beneficial to his team.
This is a DD Clinks with a BKB Desolator. I almost think if he wanted to kill Ace, he might be able to. But the thing is, he does have a plate mail. And with reactive armor, it's not the easiest thing to do. He has 13 base armor right now.
All right, they need to go for this. Oh, these trees, though.
Oh, no. You got a man up there. You know how big of a kill that would be? The highest net worth hero on the team. Something happening top.
They even head scan, honestly. I feel like that might have been a good play to just try and scan behind him and confirm there's no one else there, but...
Throw strike, that was awkward. They just kind of switched positions. They both throw it at the same time. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Avenite walking a little too far up. He doesn't have the ages. He's gone, Manta style. And Swift Ending takes him down. Meanwhile, though, LeBron will fall first. Sounds gonna be up, and here's the epicenter, Mitch. It's your time. It is your time, Mitch, and Rise will fall. Mitch gets himself the help of a double kill with, of course, Swift Ending picking it up. And they get the Gem of True Sight as well, I believe. That's it. That's it right there. Mitch came in perfect timing. They got Baby Knight early. They're going to find potentially another target. Ace.
Oh, that was close.
He's got Caustic Slow on him, but they won't chase him down. Different chain. They know how elusive this guy is. They need another disable. With Mitch going back home, they can't really find his kill. That's the team fight they were looking for. All right, man.
Yeah, okay. We're in.
We're saddled in. I think the late game's coming, my friend.
Mitch is ready. He's got that 1 assist, helping out the scorecard. But that's all you need, right? He just stuns someone for a moment. The damage comes in from Swift Ending. Now he's got a Solar Crest, so he's a little bit more survivable. Pumps on a little bit more damage. And very big up against the Sniper.
That 25% evade was so nice. All right, Gogi just walked too far up. I was not expecting him to die there. Ron, in the meantime, looked for a rune. He gets the Arcane. He also has an Extra Saber.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's been doing a lot of just split pushing and farming up for himself.
All right, this is the X Factors. LeBron's late game mechanics. One comes out, Solar Crest is there. Monkey came there. He used the Stampede to get out. All Telekinesis is there. So he's onto the 3-play. If not, what? Maybe Knight coming through. And Assassinate. No other real damage. It might have actually been Ace trying to team it up. Kill that dude. Okay. We haven't really talked about Cole this game, but he went for the, I guess, the newer build on Viper because of the change to poison attack. And it changed to Mjolnir. He picked up the Mjolnir early on. Remember that poison attack and Mjolnir both not unique attack modifiers.
That's right. Ooh.
So
gross. They found him.
I am not having a good game.
He just got kicked right out of the tree.
Noya is dead. That is a 3-shot with a Desolator as well as the Solar Crest. They're going to try to chase him. They have the gem. That's a kill at it.
Oh, nice.
Done. Here comes Wukong's command. They turn this around. Swift Ending pops the BKB. They get the grave off as well. Hess to Joe now is going to fall. Gem on the deck. They will still get LeBron. Can they get Swift Ending out of here? The Chandler is coming out. Gogi might die for this. They're still chasing. Ace looking for the Chakram. He just missed with it. Turns into a 2-for-3. That bloodbath. But the biggest thing is they keep their Clinks alive, and Cole is farming top.
That gem coming back is very important, though.
Yeah, absolutely. We got it.
I think that's super nice. I think Rise got it, and he handed it over to Ace. So. And that is still the only gem, right? Yeah, I don't see any other ones, and there's none in the fountain, so.
It's hard to keep track of it because I feel like it's dropped a couple times now, and forgetting who actually picked it up originally. Noya was carrying it, I think, for the longest time. So
yeah, it was Rise who bought it at the start. Then he gave it to Noya, and then Noya dropped it, and they had it on the Dire for a while, and then Rise just found it again, gives it to Ace. So, I mean, I like this idea, right? This guy's 5-0-8. Maybe he should carry the gem. Sounds pretty good.
I think so.
Although having back on your Centaur could also be pretty key to make sure they keep getting these stuns off onto the Clinks to really start setting up for their control. But we have a medallion on Noya. So this will help prevent some of that damage being dished out by the Clinks. Throw it on top of Baby Knight or something. Also help them secure a Roche and the Aegis themselves next time. Try and get both, not just split it down the middle between the two teams.
Man, C9 are about to have an ag, so
it's yeah, 50, right.
They really need for this sniper because Baby Knight has been caught numerous times and he's died a lot. He didn't even pick up the Dragon Lance early. He went from like Maelstrom Manta. So I mean, I guess the thing is he already has range from take aim, but now he's gonna have even more range.
How annoying this
monkey
monkey
is.
is.
From afar, very far range.
He just runs along all these trees, plants this great ward. Turns into a tree on some trees.
Wait, is he really still there? Right.
Yeah, he's a tree right now.
Oh, this is down.
Yeah, he's the tree on top of a tree.
It's the Where's Walden.
Looks
I don't
like
know why nobody's near here. I mean, like, he's completely fine. They have no idea this is happening. I don't know why he's staying here.
there's just one really tall tree.
He's really just doing this for us, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's just waiting to see where they all show up because they're all missing on the Radiant right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Would be my guess. Actually, this ward seems to be scouting quite a bit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe they know a couple are in here, but
No, I mean, they saw everybody
Dire's
rotate
middle
over there.
tower is
Maybe
falling.
oh god, that's a scary place. Swift ending. I think he just misclicked.
He's just gonna kill everybody. He's gonna kill at least one. Stamping's
All right,
already
that
used.
works.
If he can kill Baby Knight, that would be gigantic. But Swift Ending's running up to the high ground now. He's like, I probably should get closer to my teammate. BKB was used. Maybe that's why he didn't want to go any further.
That looks so weird. It looked like he just accidentally like moved onto the Earth Spirit and was like, all right, fuck it. That's gonna BKB and kill this guy.
Gogi is absolutely.
They got Baby Knight too, though.
That's the bigger kill.
That synergy is actually so sick. The Solar Crest plus the Monkey King. He does so much damage because Monkey King's all physical. So despite being this support, like he scales so well with all this minus armor. This is a really cool combination.
Yeah, it is. I was a bit worried for EPG with this Monkey King in the early game. But once it gets to this point where you have all this armor reduction, and they haven't even really gotten Cole involved either. I mean, he can help blow up heroes really quickly as well, but he's sort of kind of just farming, keeping the way switched out with the owner. BKB now. I think maybe that was what he was waiting for to fight with. He can't be like Swift Ending where he runs around the map, death packs somebody, and then just goes to work on a hero because not that type of hero. Joe has been spotted by LeBron, but he will blink away and not get himself in a bad position. Roach is respawning in 1 second. There's the Orchid now done for the Clinks, which will inevitably probably turn into a Bloodthorn next, as he has it in his quick fight. And all of a sudden, the late game situation where we thought, okay, well, you know, a Viper and a Clinks, and we're not sure how they're going to scale, especially with a Sniper on the other side. Cloud9 Sniper, Baby Knight, has died numerous times. He's about 2,000 net worth away from that of the Sniper and the Clinks. Ace is doing his damnedest. But at this point in time, you know, they've got to be very careful with how they approach this. It's so hard to figure out where any of these heroes are. In fact, I think Monkey King's a tree again.
Yeah, they've oh yeah, you have to like click to find him.
It's like a tree, like inside of another. It's like
yeah, he's right on top.
There's like 2 trees there. It
looks so dumb.
Cloud9 are gonna go for this road, but they have to all.
How about these tier 3s?
The tier 3 tower is getting assaulted. Ace went for a timber chain. He missed it. He might have been able to follow something up here. Meanwhile, guess this tree is like, I feel a little too obvious. This one is the one he is now.
And he can't move right now. Because if he moves, they'll get the vision. All right, well, that's a good time to move.
Oh, he was setting up for it. As Joe gets blown up. Rise, don't walk into that. That's Wukong's command. You don't want to be there. Ace is a little bit less, you know, less scared. Let's go. LeBron TP, easy. Ace will be able to find it. No, Blink is Boulder Smash is not there in time. Okay. All right. They're fine. And kills. That was a mischief skill, you know? That was like one of the first times mischief I think has been somewhat useful in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I mean, even if you're not a tree, they can't see you, so it's not like it does anything. Gotta love that good old high ground thing, but I like the fact that, you know, Mitch shows up, right? He gets the stun, combination with the Monkey King, Swift Ending just stands there, throws the damage.
So easy.
It's good, man. It's this is what their lineup like. They've been doing a great job of split pushing. Like, obviously, I mean,
oh, that scan, that dust. They might find Swift Ending here. He has BKB. Can they get him down though before it pops? The intellect wants to tell. And now Rise needs to sleep. He actually pops him back, but I don't know if that'll keep him alive. It will. That could pick him on the Rubik, actually. Swift Ending. His death pact is done. BKB is gone, and he's dead. Just like that, he gets a little too aggressive. Oh my god, that dust was perfectly timed from Noya. That was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy. Good scan and whatnot, and that's without the gem, as it's back in the Dire Fountain.
Gogi, not again. Get out of there, buddy.
Yeah, he's just a sacrificial lamb. Like, I mean, I was harping a little bit on Mitch earlier about how he hadn't done anything, but it's like him and Gogi doing the same thing. Where they're just going really deep to split push because they know that's how this game stayed alive. So, that's one of the best things about sinking, right? He can just instantly blow up waves and stuff. So, possibly trouble here for LeBron.
Where's he at?
But look, Rise just doesn't even care. Oh, no, he actually does steal something. All right, I thought he wasn't going to for a moment. Here we go. Whee! Go, Rise. Be free, Harry.
Awesome. I haven't seen this yet. This makes me so happy. I love Rubik. Rubik's my favorite hero in the game. That's not true. Viper is still.
He's a great one to cast, though.
Oh, yeah.
Rubik and Shadow Fiend. I'm always down for a good Shadow Fiend.
I'm kind of the opposite. I don't know about Shadow Fiend, but everybody else.
Dude, the triple raise, there's nothing more satisfying. What's more satisfying than a triple raise?
I don't know. That just
Dyer's
doesn't get me
top tower
going
under
as much as
attack.
something else. Like, I don't know. I can't really.
Unacceptable.
It's not like I like watching.
Unacceptable!
It's not like I like watching Viper more than Shadow Fiend, but there's something about like that triple raise that doesn't get me going where like other people like love that thing. This tier 3 tower is about to fall. The sniper is going to work the Hurricane
Dyer's
like
top tower is
take
under
aim,
attack.
and it's gone. It is gone.
Dyer's middle tower
Sniper
has fallen.
has sniped at your tier 3 tower. Now it is time to bag. Of the ages though, and now it's time to get the shrines. Okay, all of a sudden Cloud9 are like, we'll just take all your buildings. Easy.
Yeah, a lot of the success from EPG in the past bit has just been coming off the back of that split push, but now with the Aegis being able to unify themselves, without being able to split push the map enough, then the heroes aren't split up on the Radiant side, and we're not going to get these immediate swift ending plays. He can still just BKB and kill someone, though. Like, if they're held in place, you can't really target swift ending. Radiant did not have, or rather, Dyer did not have vision of the smoke, so Ryze will start his scouting maneuvers.
Ooh, that ward. That's so good. He just place a ward from that high ground is insane to me. You know what I mean? And also being able to stun. I'm pretty sure Ryze can telekinesis from that point, right? I believe.
Yeah, as long as it's within his range, he should be able to.
You could boundless strike too when you're in that position. I think that's probably the biggest problem with his ability, is that you can use abilities from trees, which I think is maybe a little broken, perhaps. I mean, it's gonna be
badass, dude.
Anyway, this is a fight that is about to happen. Whether or
They
not,
almost have the scan back up. Oh, they YOLO dust again. Oh, there he goes.
Going in. That's a double burrow strike coming out right now. Ryze gets off the Greaves, though. Here comes the Monkey King ultimate. Not really doing that much. Ace is able to get out so far. Nobody really taking any damage on either side. They're going to try to reinitiate. Ace is going to be the target. He's so hard to bring down. Boulder Smash coming in, but where's the fight? Where is it happening? Swift ending. Getting jumped on. They have the Assassinate. They find
God,
the
Ryze
kill.
lived.
They want more. Ryze on the other side. Burrow strike stolen. Helps get another kill. LeBron going to work. He's doing the best that he can, but Baby Knight in the back is doing what a sniper does. Popping people like crazy, and Cole is gonna be next. Mitch is gonna come in with a burrow strike. Force away from Babe and I. Perfectly done. And they should find Mitch here potentially. He can burrow away in 4 seconds. The auto attacks are there. There's gonna be the Yule Scepter to shock him on top of it all. Mitch burrow strike out. A triple kill for Baby Knight. He has finally come online. What a fight. That was a bloodbath, Trent.
I think MVP of that fight. Number one, the item build by Ryze. Going for Greaves in a game like this, not a very common Rubik item, but super impactful. Like, just in case he gets silenced up or something like that, so he can pop it. But mostly just the armor aura. Like, so friggin' helpful. It completely saved the Centaur War Runner. Just putting him into a place where, with the reduction from the Stampede and adding all that armor, he just took no damage for so long in that fight. And same thing with the Rubik, too. So they just took so many resources to bring down that's what allows Baby Knight to just go absolutely insane. And he was so low, he tanked an entire epicenter on Ryze.
It was actually pretty insane. Ace has yet to die this game, 6-0-15. I don't think he'll die here either. I mean, they get some damage on the racks. They force out the buyback coming in from Cole, which is pretty big. I mean, it's not the swift ending buyback. He didn't have it, so it wouldn't even matter. But they're essentially, Trent, one good fight away from winning this game, I think, because all the tier 2 towers are gone.
Well, that one did start out looking pretty good for EPG. You know, I think it was like a double burrow strike and double boundless strike.
How did they lose that fight? I guess it was just the Greaves? Because that's what it felt like, you know what I mean?
I mean, the Greaves were good, but they also, like, couldn't quite get on top of the sniper. They didn't have an immediate blow-up situation because the Centaur was able to just escape. I think what happened was he got silenced and then immediately Lotused, and then he was just able to stampede away. So
that's what it was. That stampede, because they got out of the Wukong's command so quickly. Like, that did no damage. And he has a Basher and an Echo Saber. It's not like LeBron doesn't do any damage right now with his ultimate. You know, if they catch somebody in that ultimate, that person should probably die. You know, unless it's Ace, in which case he's... I don't know. This is exactly what we were talking about. The late game situation is starting going.
Oh, are they going to smoke?
Favor.
They're right under a ward.
Oh, they're about to. Use a sentry, please.
Definitely looks like they're about to smoke.
They have a sentry. Oh no! 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 Are you kidding me? What?
That's actually crazy. All right. Can we get a good bait going here, boys?
Oh my god.
What are the chances? All right, Sentry high ground.
I feel like
Rise.
I've seen this play being made before, and it never works.
Sentry.
They're going to go instead for Gogi. He's probably dead. Maybe not. They're choosing to go into Swift Ending, who popped the BKB. So far, this fight's not that good, in fact, for Cloud9. But all of a sudden, Swift Ending is that happy to be. And Gogi. Wukong's command will come out, but this fight is already ended. The Shrine will come through as well, and it's time to leave for Elvis. If Cole were to die here, the game would essentially, I think, almost end.
Yeah.
But he's able to make it out.
Ooh, Ace is going for it.
This is a TP from Ace that he wants to go on Cole. The Assassinate is there. Cole has to pop the BKB. The Boulder Smash is not going to be there in time. BKB duration is going to be there. Bro Strike to make sure Cole can get out, forces himself away. They really want to go for this. Another Assassinate is there. There's the sounds coming out. They get the kill. He's down for 98. I was sure he was going to make it out alive.
Ace's mana is just insane. He's almost up to 50 regen. His mana. That's actually so crazy.
Cooldown. I just realized.
It's glorious, dude. Good skill.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, that's going to be 2 sets of Raxes. Unless somehow Elements have an insane fight, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen.
It's so hard for them to kill Baby Knight. Like, Blade just negates their entire team. Right? Ghost Scepter makes Monkey King literally unable to hurt you. And then, of course, Clink's following under the same pattern.
Joe somehow still alive, jumping in. Ace is just doing some serious work. LeBron is braved up, slows down. Man coming out, but he's about to die, so that's going to go away. Maybe not. He comes through. Good epicenter coming up from the creeps there. Baby Hunt is going to. Oh, they steal Wukong's command. Not that it really matters. I think Rubik is just dialing it. 4 dead. It's about to be 5. Game over. Game 1 will go to Cloud9 in a pretty fantastic fashion. I gotta say, that was a very fun game to watch. Very fun.
Yep. No, I liked it. Maybe Monkey King not getting quite the early game that you would hope for with the hero, but the vision was good. They had a really nice mid game where they were getting the split push going. And what were other great moments this match? The Aegis steal by Hestajo was pretty sick.